Man, another really good day of work. Just beat the weather, but just like the general approach to work with the group. It's been a really good acclimation period for us, an opportunity to talk about some cultural things that we value, to really set the stage for how we work. So when we get in past next week, man, we can just get hyper-focused on the ball and the technique required to be effective under those circumstances. The group has displayed really good conditioning largely. But we've have had some injuries associated with the start of camp. I think a wide receiver, Montana, wasn't able to finish today with a soft tissue injury, lower body. Broderick Jones, same thing. I imagine that those can be characterized as day-to-day. DJ Thomas Jones at tight end looked like he had a more significant injury. That's being evaluated. Next time we come together, I'll have some more information in that regard for you. Some of the guys we're managing, limiting their reps. Sometimes it's in an effort to take care of them. Sometimes it's an effort to provide additional reps for others, for developing players. There's really no secret to getting better. It's about coming in shape, having the ability to absorb additional reps, and then us utilizing those opportunities for improvement. And so excited about the work we've done thus far. The guys got an off day tomorrow. We'll rally as a staff, do some preparation for next week, these next block of days, and continue on with the team development process. Questions?
Dylan Cook, is he kind of the leader in the clubhouse for that swing tackle role then with him going in there?
We're just acclimating. Certainly he's a veteran guy that's been around and has served in that capacity before, but I'm not assuming anything at this juncture, at this early stage of development regarding specific roles and specialization.
Batting down passes might be a little bit of an art. Did 78 show that at Iowa, or has he picked that up since he's been here?
He did. But, it's something that we really value culturally. Obviously, I think Cam probably led all interior defensive linemen in the league last year. Benton was also very high. We work at it. He has an aptitude for it, and hopefully it continues and even more so.
When you talked about coverage guys, not labeling them, do you include linebacker like a queen in that? And if Peyton Wilson continues to show that, or is that more of those coverage type guys that maybe be in the field?
The reality is in today's game, man, so much of the matchup component is about guys' ability to cover. People put dangerous people inside and underneath, and so athletic linebackers are an asset, and certainly Patrick Queen and Peyton Wilson, man, are very capable from a linebacker perspective. And so, yes, I would include them as significant components of the coverage unit.
Mike Eccles had an interception today. Could you speak to the energy that he's brought and what your impressions are of him early?
I like Eccles a lot. Man, he's a hard-working guy. He's a professional. Certainly, we've competed against him in the past, not only as a defender, but as a core teamer. That's a veteran guy, man, that brings that energy every day. And so he's made some plays, and it's reasonable to expect that to continue.
Another veteran guy on the other side, Scotty Miller. What does he add to this wide receiver room?
Versatility. He knows all the spots. He's highly conditioned. He's very competitive. He's a been there, done that guy. And so there's a lot of value in his presence.
Mike, you have a lot of moving pieces on both sides of the ball, different alignments that both sides are trying. Are you as coaches collaborating to match certain things up, or is it just each side is going with certain things that they're working on at different times?
It's both. There's certainly collaboration because it's just a major component of team development. We got to be cooperative workers in terms of our installs and what people are ready for. If we don't, we waste snaps and waste days. But it's not exclusive in terms of our planning. There's certainly some independent component from a unit perspective regarding install and what we're doing.
Can you sense your players anticipating getting the pads on and getting ready for that next step?
There's no doubt, man. They're like racehorses. That's just the next step in this thing, and they're ready.
Do you have a most anticipated matchup, whether it's in those backs-on-backers or O-line, D-line one-on-ones?
I like Kenny G versus Peyton Wilson in routes. Kenny G has shown a really good aptitude from a route running standpoint out of the backfield. Peyton Wilson in his second year is a guy that's working to be dominant in that area. It's just one of those matchups that has my attention.
And Coach, reference to your running backs, of course, we know what Warren can do in addition to the rookie Johnson, but what about a Kenneth Gainwell and even a Trey Sermon?
Kenny is experienced and versatile. That's why we acquired him not only as a runner but also as a kick returner in the special teams game. I know less about Trey. Certainly I know his college resume. He's a highly conditioned and ready guy. He's a professional in terms of his approach to business, so I'm excited about seeing what he brings next week as well.
Coach, we were able to talk to Chuck Clark today for the first time. Just what does he add to this group? And also, I mean, he got off the plane and went straight to practice on Thursday. Does that impress you at all?
Been really impressive with his ability to digest schematics in a short period of time and execute defense. But I'm not completely surprised by it because we've competed against him over the years, and I just know he has a reputation of a really solid professional. I think he's displayed that in the short period of time he's been here.
Mike, can you learn much about Derek Harmon from these 4 days, or do you really need to get the pads on to have any kind of sense of where he is coming into his rookie year?
The big man game is played in pads, and I'm looking forward to seeing him and others under those circumstances, not to discount what he's done, but that's such a major component of his job description.
Mike, Caleb
Two
has
more
talked-
here.
Caleb has talked about improving on his receiving ability in pass pro. Since he was drafted into rookie minicamp, how have you seen him kind of embrace that challenge and try to improve on those areas?
Man, he's a willing worker, but he needs to improve in all areas. All young people do. We've yet to play in pads, and obviously, regarding his position, that's a major component. And so it's an incomplete body of work, but it's an incomplete body of work for all of us at this juncture. And so next week is big in terms of some of those things. Blitz pickup is something that's really evaluated in pads. Certainly, he's been working to develop and hone his technique, but the physicality component of something is something that's very difficult to simulate.